Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. We have Brother Ahmed with us again, a true brother of the Ahlus wal Jama'ah. He is Shafi, the Fawid. Brother Ahmed, welcome.
Welcome, Akhi brother Riz. How are you? How is everything?
Alhamdulillah. How have you been, brother?
Alhamdulillah, everything is okay. Everything is good.
So, thank you so much for joining again, brother. Brother, today we're talking about the sheikhs. What about Bin Baz?
Ibn Baz,
Sure.
I say, I open his book and the Salafi, this is really, I can say, they always say Ibn Baz, Ibn Uthimin, Ibn Baz, Ibn Uthimin, both of them together. Like they are head of head, same knowledge. I read for both of them. I memorize their books even. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
I make compare, just to compare, I make compare. I say, this one, Ibn Baz, is a little beside Ibn Uthaymeen. I can say is like even can't come one of his students. I say why the people made both of them like same? Why is their fame same?
Sure.
Why is their knowledge or their fatwa both of them spinning like same? This is really one of the fake things in the Salafi. I even when I was in Saudi, I was still I can say was a 21 of Ahl al-Ilm, or people all have magister. We were doing i'tikaf in the masjid. All of them are my student. Most of them my student in aqeeda and stuff, and they are in al-fiqh. They are in al-fiqh and stuff like that. We started to speak. I said to them, in this time I was about to getting out of the Salaf. I say, people really, I don't understand what is going on here in Saudi or with the Salafi way. They say what? I say, there is like fake fame.
Just before you continue, brother, I just want to make sure our audience is following along. The story you're talking, because we were initially talking about Egypt and your studies in Egypt. Later on, you go to Saudi Arabia, which we'll get to that story in a minute. But the story you're narrating at the moment is in the future where you're in Saudi Arabia and you were teaching and you're doing itikaf, and it's in Saudi Arabia it's happening.
Yeah.
In the future.
I jumped just to show Ibn Baz's way.
Sure.
Like they are make fame a fake fame. You understand what I mean?
Sure. Fake fame.
Exalt people doesn't deserve this. I say you always say Ibn Baz, but did you compare Ibn Baz and Ibn Baz? This is really zulm. Ibn Baz doesn't come to Ibn Uthaymeen nothing. Did you people read to Ibn Baz and Ibn Uthaymeen? They sit down like that and like shocked. Yes, true. He's not from his limit. I said, then why you fame him? Why you make him famous like Ibn Uthaymeen? Why you mention them both together? And the same thing with one of my friends. He was the same. I got close to my limit of knowledge, and I spoke to him. I told him, Ibn Baz, did you read to Ibn Baz? He said yes. I tell him why this person is a famous. Why this person famous to like Ibn Uthaymeen? Did you read to him? He sat down like that and he say, I really know, I really shocked. Really, why this person so famous like that? For what? He got the same thing. If someone just Salafi thinking about it, if he read to these people, he will tell, how could these people be together? How could be they? There is big whatever Ibn Uthaymeen also is not as you see. But whatever, how could you make people like people
so Bin Baz is a lot lower than Uthman in terms of knowledge, but yet they treat them equally. Did you come to the conclusion why they do that? Was it a political reason or something else?
That they are this is one of ideologization of the Salafi, that they are player with the media and stuff like that. They exalt people and make people from nowhere, nothing. They just exalt them and make them famous.
Yeah, right.
I can say, if you are famous Salafi right now or Sheikh Salafi, and I made interview with you, I became famous too. It's like this. You understand what I mean? It's like coronavirus.
Yes, right. Like that. Excellent. Okay, coming back to your story, brother. So you're in Egypt. You've now finished your studies with Al Azhar University and also the Al Azhar Institute. You've now learned over that 10 years.
In this time, even I study at them, but I'm still Salafi in my heart.
Yep.
I was finished this. I was going also to present to the most famous sheikhs in Egypt in this time. For example, Sheikh Musa al-Anwar, Sheikh Omar Abdul Aziz, many sheikhs like that. I was going to them and I was present to their classes and their books and stuff, and I learned with them and stuff like that. So I learn. I believe still Salafi way, because the word of the Salafi, this is not normal word. You understand what I mean? This Salafi. You think it is connected, but it's not connected. It is most thing disconnected in the world. It was Salafi with the Salaf way, Salaf Saleh. This has no any connection. No any connection.
Yeah.
This is like I can say.
That's why I like to call them wahabia. They're not really the Salafi, right?
Exactly. This is fake name. It's not irrelated.
I want to talk about that just a little bit more, brother. Look, you've gone to the Al-Azhar University. You've gone to the Al-Azhar Institute. The teachers there are not, wahabia. They are, Azhari, right? So, but how did you, even after learning for 10 years or 7 years with them, why is your mind still Salafi? Why was it still that?
That's what I tell you. We washed brain by the word of the Salafi. This is not word normal. You understand what I mean?
Wow.
Ahlus, we follow Sahaba. We have a specialty. We don't know, but you need, but you look what I'd say. You need to learn the Salafi first books and finish it. And then you jump to the Azhari books to finish it, and then you compare it to the old books of the four schools. This is not everyone. Not everyone can get this knowledge, all this three. So usually they just learn from Salafi and they say, Alhamdulillah, we are now Salaf and we follow to Sahaba and like that. And this is a trick. You understand what I mean? How could you get this while you learn those three? Salafi, Azhari, and then the four schools and the Turath of Islam. We call it the Turath, the classic of ulama, four schools legacy. You need to learn all these three. In this time, you wake up. You will
talk me about the four schools, brother. When you say those, what are we referring to? You're talking to Imam Abu Hanifa, rahmatullah ta'ala alayhi, Imam Malik, Shafi,
Imam Malik, Imam Ahmed ibn hanbal also.
Rahmatullah ta'ala upon all of them. And so you're saying until you go into those books and you read them, only then can your mind open up. If you just read the Salafi books, the aqeeda that you did early on, and then you read the Azhari, all of the asoul, fiqh, asoul, hadith, tafsir.
You will not get.
You won't wake up.
Nothing. You will not change while you learn.
Wow.
You will not learn. You will not. You know. I even said this in one of my videos in my channel. I said the Azhar doesn't change us.
Wow.
The Azhar didn't change us.
Wow.
Why? It's like you can say. This level of one of the class and this is another level of the class or glass, water. You don't know what is different. You drink this and you drink this. You think yes, this is water. Another company with this. You don't know.
Wow.
But you need to get back to the original to understand who follow who and who follows the legacy of the four schools.
We're going to get to that very soon, brother, and know exactly which books you read to really make your conversion towards Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Brother, let's continue. You've now finished your education in Egypt. What happens? I understand you at some point go to Saudi Arabia. How does that happen? What happens there?
Yeah, exactly. In this time, as I told you, I learned it by this three. I learned from this two university and learned also from the Salafi sheikhs, the famous sheikhs. Just this is to get blessed, to get fame. I'm present to Muhammad Hassan, I'm present to Yaqub, I'm present to Huwaini, I'm present to Muhammad.
Was that after the Azhar University?
No, I can say all of them.
Same time. Okay, got you.
Yeah, same time.
So you've learned from the Azhar University, you've learned from the Azhar Institute, but you've also learned from those, big wahabi sheikhs that were in Egypt at that time.
Exactly.
You've taken all the knowledge.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
In this time, I was thinking. Well, for example, I say the Azhari people or the Azhar people, they are the most famous, the most knowledgeable people on the earth. I say this to myself, and I believe this. I say, Subhanallah, those sheikhs doesn't present to them except a few people, like 10 to 15. That Azhari people does not famous. No one knows them. You understand what I mean? I go there and I sit down there and stuff like that. I get knowledge so strong to my head, like breaking my head. From this strong knowledge, And I go to the Salafi sheikhs, they are nothing. They are nothing. They just speak like Qala Rasulullah, Qala Rasulullah. And myself asking myself, like, I going about, I say, I am traveling to you, or I comes from far away to comes to you to tell me Qala Rasulullah, Qala Rasulullah. I already have book of al-Bukhari, I memorize it, or I memorize most of it. Why comes from far away to tell me Qala Rasulullah by the letter of the Rasulullah and the finish? Where's the four schools? Where's the books and stuff like that? In this time, I can tell you, I started to get one of the encyclopedia in CD was it called Fatawa al-Azhar في 100 سنة. Fatawa al-Azhar in 100 years. Fatawa al-Azhar in 100 years, in last 100 years. And this one of the sheikhs, I hear it was a sheikh, Sheikh Atiyah Sakr, called Atiyah Sakr, Sheikh Atiyah Sakr. This one of the sheikhs, it could be, I can say, this is one of, like one rock comes to my head. This man, he was one mufti in Al-Azhar. He was just not doing fatwa by four schools direct, four schools. قال الشافعي قال مالك قال ابو حنيفه قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Here like this, they using this hadith in this, using this hadith, and like that they gave all the clues about it. Like in the fatwa, he gave three page or 2 page or 1 big page, not like Ibn Uthimin or Ibn Baz Albani, just one line, 2 line, goodbye, salam alaikum. Like this one is explain everything. قال ابن قدامة, قال ابن حزم, قال القرطبي, قال كذا. And this is not, we don't have this in Salafi way. No one of the Salafi have fatwa to this way, to this limit.
Wow.
Everything, it was they make it haram, this person make it halal. I got confused. I got
wow. Yeah, and you were still in Egypt at this time? You're still in Egypt, right?
Yes, still in Egypt.
Okay,
yes.
Wow.
Now I started to have, like, I can say, how this word exactly?
But brother, wait. How did you come across this 100 years fatwa book of Azhar? What made you come across it? Somebody.
This was one of the CD. I got it like gift, I think, or not gift. It was Al-Azhar or Al-Awqaf al-Masriya. They made like, I can say, 3-4 package of CDs, like CDs, 3 programs, 4 programs.
And somebody gave it to you?
Yes, someone gave it to me as gift.
And you just thought, okay, let me have a look at it. You started looking at it, and this comes. Okay.
It was first of one of those first CD. It was a Sheikh Al-Husari Quran Murattal al-Muallim. Like this one is like program. It is program. This one, I said this is impossible. Very good. And then it it has the 12 books of the hadith. With a searching. And then I started to get this. I can tell you this is also in as you say, but I started from 19 and 19. We were using when I was 20 or 19. We have no internet, have no nothing. We learning the Islamic this time by the hard disk. We go to my friend. We have classes for the sheikhs. He gave me a stick and he gave me. We take like that. This was in a beginning. I can say I started before internet even was existing. And then after this, I already got after this in this time when internet or not even internet, just programs. I got these programs and I started to do the fatwa. I comes to fatwa in the 100 years. I read bad things like made my mind going to another limit. But even I got shocked. Is this people correct or these people bad or these people? I don't understand. I went to my sheikh and asked him, what about Sheikh Atiyah Sakr? What do you see about him? He said, this is the Salafi sheikhs. They say, this is one of the bigger head of the Islam. This is big sheikhs. I said, do you see the difference between him and between Ibn Uthimin? He say, what's the difference? They don't know the difference even. I said, there is big difference. This one say, Qala Rasulullah, and this one, Qala 100 men. For the one hadith, he say 100 men mentioned. Ibn Qudamah said. Qurtubi said, Imam Nawawi said, Imam Daqiq al-Eid said, and he said like that, and he understood like that, and like that. Ibn Jawzi said, Ibn al-Qayyim said, Ibn Taymiyyah said, and hundred of Imams he mentioned them. How could you say everything is a Salafi doing Sayyid Haram? This man Sayyid Halal, and not he say halal like that. No, he say Ibn Qudama say halal, Ibn Jawzi say halal and haram. يعني maybe if there is contradict, he say haram and halal, and then maybe he use halal or use haram. يعني the back to we call it tarjih or choosing the authentic opinion. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. And so now you're all of a sudden there's the first question mark is in your mind now. So exactly. You've learned all of this, and the first time you're now questioning.
Hesitated. It started to be hesitated. There is something not correct, and there is, as I can say, I got just a rock in my head in fiqh now. In fiqh and usul al-fiqh, there is something not correct. Usul al-fiqh and the four schools fiqh, there is something not correct here in the Salafi. They use hadith Rasulullah. Exactly. They say hadith Rasulullah, and this one say Ibn al-Qayyim said the hadith is as the Salafi trick me. They say it is authentic and clear. This hadith is authentic and clear, like that.
Authentic and clear, and it's haram or halal. But now all of a sudden, you've got this new seed planted in your mind after reading these fatwas that are not just haram or halal, but a massive page or 3 pages, and you see all the history of how it's all
and it's not clear and it's not authentic, as you trick me, man. You understand what I mean? You say it's authentic and clear, but how could the Imam say it's not authentic and it's not clear? يعني how could be Imam Ibn al-Qayyim or al-Nawawi? He see the hadith and found it, and they not clear to him and clear to you. That's what make me shocked.
This is a very big point, brother. You bring it up, right? Things that they just say is authentic and clear, yet they ignore the opinions of all the true Salaf, all the true Salafi, right? They call themselves Salafi, yet they ignore the opinion of all the people that are truly the Salaf Salihin, so that's amazing. Okay, brother, continue. Then what happens?
Yeah. Then what happened? I just had to be hesitated in the fiqh and the usul al-fiqh. There is something wrong here. After this, طبعا I can tell you in this time, I got certificates from Al-Azhar, many certificates, even called the ijaza. Like when I finished book with my sheikhs, he gave me certificate. It called the tazkiyah or recommendation, or one of the sanad books, like for example from Ibn Jawzi to sheikh to me. This is what of the things what I got. This is why I got 100 on the 90 online a certificate in Islam. Till this moment, maybe tomorrow I have more. Like even there is still now I read books with my sheikhs and stuff like that. It always like that. I mean, in this time I found out Al-Azhar as a masjid itself. I was going there. I was present there. I was learning.
Just one thing, brother. So just say our audience knows. You have 109 certificates in Islam. Subhanallah. At that point of time, after you finished your learnings from Al-Azhar University and the Al-Azhar Institute, did you have 109 at that time? How many did you have at that time?
In this time, I can say it was 70 maybe.
About 70 certificates.
Almost got close to this.
Sure. Okay, continue, brother.
It was in Al-Qira'at, yes, it was in Al-Qira'at. I finished memorizing Quran, finished for sure. And I read the Quran all. And then I got Al-Qira'at 10, the little 10 we call it, and the bigger 10, and then the four Qira'at shaz and stuff like that. And this, when I got all this, and then I started to get mutun and stuff like that. The sheikh, could I read this on you? He said, yes, okay, I read the book. And then he corrected me or stuff like that. And then he gave me certificate for these books. And I tried to get this more and more. I read books on my sheikhs and stuff like that. I was going here and here and here and here and getting certificate from my sheikh. Even this time, I have very, very good connection with my Sheikh Salafi, and I was going to their homes. Even I was there is very good to them, like father to son to them. They call them like my father. I love them so much. Comes to everyone as I told you. But there is something hesitated in my mind. There is in al-fiqh. I found the Azhari way or Sheikh Atiyah Sakr or this Mufti of Egypt in this time or stuff like that. They more easy or more ease to the Salafi to Salafi. Al-fiqh more easy. You understand what I mean? But not about easy like I can say they not wasted, they not playing. No, this is Imam Nawawi. Imam Nawawi is يعني Imam Nawawi مميع make the Islam easy or ease to try to take the weak opinions as they call. No, this is Imam Nawawi say. Imam Ibn Jawzi says Imam Nawawi is more pious than you. It's more in believer than you. Is more everything. Why you want me to follow Ibn Baz in al-fiqh in this thing and using the hadith and stuff, and you don't want me to follow Ibn Qudama or Ibn Jawzi or Ibn al-Qayyim or why you want me to do this? That's one of the questions. In this time, I started to believe that's the Salafi way in al-fiqh, 100% is not correct. And I started to use the opinion of the old people. Like Sheikh give me opinion.
And that's the key, right? They say that, you know, the quality of our questions will define the quality of our life. You started to ask quality questions now. You started to ask, look, why is it like this? You know, the fiqh, and all of a sudden the seed has been planted that the fiqh of these Wahabi way is you know, something's not right there. That seed has been planted. And but it's not just about fiqh, right? Later on, there's things about aqeeda and whatnot that'll come up later on. But at this point of time, although the seed has been planted and you're starting to question the fiqh part of it, you've still got the wahabia salafi beliefs at that point of time back in then. You're about 27.
It was. I call myself Salafi. I am Salafi. I am like that. Why? Because the aqeeda. I thought the aqeeda 100% is correct as a Salafi. We could connect it to the Salafi and like this. And even in this time, I think in the 20s, I have met you. This is one of the things I remember. Yes,
that's about the time I think we met as well. And at that time, brother, so then after that 10 years of education, and what was your relationship with your father like at that time? Have you gone back and spoken to him at that time? What was happening there?
My father, he just, I can say, when we started to talk about these things, when we go deeply in these topics in front of the people, in front of my family and stuff like that, when we have a big family together around, when I say haram or halal, my father was saying this is, for example, haram, or I say, no, it's not haram, it's halal. It's the hadith he used. I tell him this hadith is da'if. As I told you, I learned from Albani in this type of something like it. When the hadith is da'if, nullifies the rule. Finish. So easy. When the hadith is sahih, it's make it obligated. Finish. It's so, I tell you, it was easy way. In this time, and I can say when I got to these 4 schools about in opinions and stuff like that, when I learned this, I understood 100% that there is, like, I can say,
everything is not then just haram and halal, right? There's a lot of different.
I started to accept my father. Accept my father's opinion about al-fiqh in this time. Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So then what happens, brother? Eventually you start to go to Saudi Arabia. What happens? How does that happen?
I started to get visa in this time. I found out in this time there is no enough money in Egypt. There is no jobs. There is no stuff like that. And I already got a lot of knowledge, and I wanted to spread it around the world, or I go to somewhere. Yeah, I wanted to find myself. I wanted to, I can say, get money. To be honest, get job. I tried to get visa. I got visa, and then I went to Saudi Arabia. When I went to Saudi Arabia, I had no work there.
What year is this now? Which year is this?
Oh, I think not. I think it was 2015.
2015. Okay.
2015. Yeah.
And how old are you at that time?
I think 27 or 20. Yeah.
Okay.
Almost 27.
Beautiful. Okay.
When I went there, I started to seek myself job and stuff like that. I seeked. I had no job at this time. I just got the visa, and then I went there to try to find myself.
Which city, brother? Which city did you go to? Which city in
Riyadh.
Riyadh. Okay.
In this time, I went to the masjid, the most big masjid. And it was named Masjid Muhammad Abdul Wahab, Sheikh Muhammad Abdul Wahab. This was the name of the masjid. I remember.
Okay.
I went there. I come in. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I was Salafi. I have the scarf, this. And I make it like that, like same. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I have my certificates like that. and I catch it like that, and I comes, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. They say, "Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah." I said, I am from Egypt. I am طالب العلم. I have some certificates in Islam and stuff like that. I am a learner. I can sheikh. I am graduated from Al-Azhar. I graduated from Jama'ah sharia. I graduated from Qira'at. I have the 14 Qira'at. They started to stand up and shake my hand. And they tell me, you are really welcome. Come sit down. And they give me coffee and they give me cake and they give me like that. They said, we pleasure that you come here. Really, you have all this? And they started to open my certificate and this stuff like that. All people comes and they shake my hand and stuff like that. This was, I get it in every place I go to Saudi Arabia, to be honest. They was really welcome me so much and show me a real welcome. And this time, everything okay, good, and like that. They said, but actually we don't have a place for you or fit you. But you have to visit us again. I said, okay, and stuff like that. And I went, and after maybe 1 week, I go back to them. They check my hand and stuff like that. They said, look, to be honest, we don't have a place for you, but you can go to the bigger masjid. The bigger masjid is already this here, like 1 kilometer. You can go to them. They have qira'at and they have the bigger famous sheikh there of the qira'at of the area of Riyadh all. When you met him, he must have you job. I said, okay. I went and I kept walk. I was new in Saudi Arabia. It was like 1 month in Saudi Arabia.
Sure. And so just so our listeners are following the story here, you've gone to, you grew up in Egypt, you've got all your education in Egypt, you did that 10 years, you've got all your certificates, about 70 of them. You've now gone to Saudi Arabia in Riyadh and you're looking for work. You go to the Masjid Muhammad Abdul Wahab Masjid, you show them your certificates and subhanAllah, they give you a lot of respect because of all the education that you've got. But you're looking for work and they didn't have any opportunity there, but they've recommended that you go to the bigger masjid because they do a lot of qiraat there and they will hopefully have something for you. Please continue, brother.
Exactly. I went there and I met the bigger 2 sheikhs. When I met them, they welcomed me so much. When I told them I have qira'at and I have 14 qira'at and stuff like that, they say, you are real welcome and stuff like that. And they sit down with me and they examine me in my certificates and in my field of qira'at. They examined me and they said, you are really sheikh and you are really strong and you have the knowledge and stuff like that. And we will try to help you.
The examination, brother, the examination. Was it in qira'at? Was it in aqeeda? Was it in...
in this masjid, it was in qira'at only.
Qira'at only, okay.
After this, he tested me. He was one of doctor, PhD in qira'at and lugha Arabiya, and Arabic language. He tested me in qira'at only in this time.
Okay.
And even he was one of the bigger famous sheikh. I don't know if I would say his name or not, whatever. And then I went to my house.
Which masjid? What was the name of the masjid? Just so we know.
The masjid was named Al-Musa.
Al-Musa. And this is Al-Musa Masjid in Riyadh.
Yeah, in Masjid in Riyadh.
Very big masjid.
Yeah, very, very big masjid.
Okay.
And very beautiful masjid. And then I wanted back to my home. And even this home, it was... I was sit down at my friend, and my friend, this was accounted for one of the princes of Saudi, to be honest.
Okay. Well,
I was sit down there and eat and everything and sit down just like that till I found my work. And then after this, I went and stuff like that. And even I can remember this sheikh, which he made test with me. He loved me so much and he gave me 200 riyal, I think, something like that, like gift or stuff like that. He told me, I know you comes and you need money and stuff like that. I really want to help you, but I just take this money for you and we will find place and we will find work. You have to visit me again. I said, okay, and stuff like that. And even
so he's taken your exam. He's very happy with you. And he said, we will help you. And he's giving you about 200 riyal to help you temporarily, but he's going to look for a job for you. Okay.
And then I said, okay. And then I went back and stuff like that. Even I showed my friend the 200 riyal. He told me, you went 5 minutes, you bring 200. That's very good, man. You have to go everywhere. I told you, don't need to sit down like that. I said, okay. And then after some days, I went to there. with another opinion or with an idea. I said, even if you don't have work right now for me, I can have idea that's I can teach English with you in here in the masjid or some class or something like that, and with half even 50%, 50%. Let me do something. Yeah. He told me very good idea also. You can teach English and stuff like that, but I have another opinion for you. I said, what? He said, I work in the school. I work in big school. I want to bring you to be sheikh in the school. I said, طب okay, yalla, let you do that. He told me, I promise you, I will let you work in this school. I said, okay, yalla. He said, okay. And then after 1 week, he told me, I visit him, I guess. He told me, look, tomorrow, in this time, in this address, you will go there, you make interview, and they will work. Inshallah, 100%. I said, okay, and stuff like that. I went, took taxi, and I went there, and it was one of the school, big school, and I went there. He told me, you will meet one of the bigger sheikh in Salafi. I met him, and this sheikh, he made interview with me. I remember this one famous sheikh, very strong and very famous. He met me and he made me interview with me.
What was his name, brother? Do you remember his name?
I wouldn't say his name.
Okay.
Yes.
But he's a big sheikh, famous sheikh.
He's big sheikh, and he was famous, and he was even sit down next to Abu Ishaq al-Hawaini and the famous sheikhs in Egypt.
Okay. So he was like the famous sheikhs that are in Egypt, the three that were there. He's the equivalent over here. What school was it?
It was a school for student kids, from I can say primary school and stuff like that. But
okay.
Yes, I was gonna teach there Quran and tafsir and hadith stuff like that. Quran,
Okay.
I met him. He sat down with me. He told me, look, I can say I teach Quran. This is the main reason for. Why are you asking me in aqeeda? What is going on with you guys? Like that? You understand what I mean?
You said this to him. You said this to him.
No, I didn't say this to him for sure.
Oh, right. But he asked you about the aqeeda first.
He asked me for aqeeda and asked me, 100%. This is the first thing he asked me.
What were some of the things that he asked you in aqeeda, brother? Was it about, does Allah have a location and this? What was some
exactly.
of the
Allah's direction, or Allah, where is Allah's? This is the Salafi question.
So even you want to just teach Quran, you have to have that aqeeda, even you're not going to teach the aqeeda. Wow. Exactly. Okay.
I went there and sit down. He asked me in fiqh first, if someone forget to do sujood or stuff like that, what should to do? I said, he have to. If he forgot, if he up, he go down, stuff like that. This is the same with four schools answer. I answered them very perfect. He told me, you are perfect in fiqh, mashallah. I said that, thank you, and stuff like that. He told me, let me go to. I think he asked many questions in fiqh, and then he started to ask me aqeeda.
Yeah.
He said, what about Allah's hand, Allah's face, Allah's leg? What do you believe about these things? How could you explain these things? I said, كان السلف, the old Salaf, they was believe بالإقرار والإمرار, like the word and goodbye, what word like that, the إقرار والإمرار. He said,
just explain that, brother. My listeners may not understand that. What is that? Just explain, what is Iqrar?
Look, there is like text of the old school, not old school, the text of the Salafi. They was using the words for these things, but you have to put all the text together to understand it by hand, what they wanted to say exactly. There is word called على ظاهرها. It's like the awareness of it. You can use it as it be, but this is not real.
So this is symbolic. It's not literal. You can't take the literal meaning. It has a symbolic meaning.
Exactly. No. The Salaf was believed that the word, just the word, but no meanings for it. As we understand it.
Like for example, in the Quran comes Yadullah, hand of Allah, right? What do they take that meaning as?
Wait a second. Yes, I'm with you. Let we take a bit second.
Sure. That's okay.
What is it?
I will just pause the recording, brother. Just give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Yes, brother. Please continue.
Yes, and then I went down with this sheikh, and he asked me many questions, and then he started to ask me aqeeda. He said, "What do you believe that's about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, hand and leg and face and like that?" I said, "Okay, we believe as a salaf belief." He said, "What does bad believe? How they believe?" I said, "بالإقرار والإمرار, like they approve the word, which يعني comes in Quran and Sunnah. We approve the word, and then we passing the طبعا the salaf was passing the meaning, but we call passing just. You understand what I mean? This is what the trick of the salafi doing. This is I cannot 100% try to explain it 100% as word Arabic saying, because also because I'm not native, but I'm trying to.
Sure.
So all the salaf, yeah.
So the word used in Arabic, what is it? What did you say? Al-Iqrar?
Al-Iqrar wal-Imrar. Like
Iqrar wal-Imrar.
Wal-Imrar. Imrar
Okay.
like passing it, and Iqrar like you believe it like that. Like approve it, like approve the word like that, what it be, and pass it like that. Like look, the salaf mean these things to believe the word, but passing the meaning. That's exactly what the salaf want you to believe. Like for example, there is word hand, but this is we not comment about it. We pass the meaning and passing the word.
And when you say Salafi, are you talking about you're talking about the Salaf al-Salihin, right? When you say Salaf, you're not talking about the Wahabia.
لا, for sure not Wahabi. Wahabia, I call Salafiyya or I call Wahabiyya.
Okay.
But the Salaf means the Salaf Salih, the
original. Yes.
Yeah, the original one.
Okay.
When I speak to the Salafi or I speak to the Wahabi, I tell him what the Salaf was saying. Like they are connected, but they are a relation.
Yeah. Okay.
As I told you, this word has another meaning. If at me right now, when I learn the old schools, what they exactly mean, that's I understand they are tricks the people with it. This maybe we will talk with it with widely topic.
But very quickly, brother. So the Salaf al-Salihin on these key words, because this is where the key differences come up in our aqeeda. On these key words like Yadullah, hand of Allah, what meaning do they take? They just take, okay, yes, maybe they take, the qudrat, the power of Allah. Or what how do they interpret these meanings?
Exactly. belong to Salafi, اللي هو Wahabi, belong to Wahabi, they understand it by like textish, by text.
Literal, like the literal meaning. Literal meaning. They say this is a hand is like this.
Hand.
Like they take a literal.
They say not hand like this. They say hand like organ.
Yeah.
This is. It's not like a human. It's not like a creature, but it is organ.
Sure, and but it has a shape. It has a form. It's a hand. Nobody knows what the shape and form is. It's a hand of Allah, but it is an organ. It's hand, but we don't know the shape, right? Beautiful.
Exactly.
That's the Salafi. That's the incorrect belief. Let's be very clear for our audience. That is an incorrect belief.
For sure.
It's a wrong belief. The belief of this from the Salaf al-Salihin.
This is dalal.
Sometimes words have a literal meaning. Sometimes they have a symbolic meaning. If I say, Brother Ahmed, give me a hand, that means give me help me. But it doesn't mean give me your hand. But if you look in the dictionary, hand doesn't mean help. Sometimes in the context of the word, we need to know the symbolic meaning. So what did the Salaf Salihin do, brother? What the ikrar wal ikram? I think that was the word you used.
Ikrar wal imrar.
Ikrar wal imrar. Tell me about that then. How did the Salaf Salihin work this through?
Belong to the Salaf Salih, Salaf Salih, the Salaf Salihin, they was believe like Ikrar wal imrar. Like this is word of hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We believe this word is exists in Quran and Sunnah. We don't for sure deny it. This is the Quran. We can't deny the Quran and Sunnah. This is Quran text. We believe this is word in Quran. But we passing the meaning. Like you say, word hand, I believe word hand. But what does mean? I say Salaam alaikum. I don't know.
Sure. We say whatever Allah meant by it, He meant by it. And, we will not try and do any more with it.
100%. This is what the Salaf Salihin say.
Beautiful. I know some scholars, but even when they do the translation of certain things, for example, when Yadullah comes, they don't say hand of Allah. They just say Yadullah. And it means whatever Allah meant by it. They don't even do a translation.
That should be That's beautiful. After I learn all these years, I come to this point.
Beautiful.
You can't say hand Allah like so.
We can't say that. It's just Yadullah.
Yadullah, like that.
And whatever Allah meant, He meant.
Exactly.
There is but it's not. But it's definitely not a meaning. But it's definitely not a meaning of some physical form, shape, organ. Is definitely not the meaning.
Exactly.
Allah Subhanahu knows best.
Exactly. Even Imam Sufyan al-Thawri, he say, for example, he say you don't have to explain it by Arabic or by Farsi. You don't have to explain it just like that. Like Handullah haqiqa, zid baqى both adding words. Like you say Yadullah haqiqatan, like real. From where got this word? Give me get a word you can have to say about it. They don't have any resources for it. They just say Yadullah haqiqatan, like real hand. From where you got real hand, real. Anyway, my debating with this sheikh, where he started to ask me these questions. He said, so al-iqrar wal-imrar, Yadullah. He said, yes, iqrar wal-imrar. He liked the word because it is old word and famous, but for sure the Salafi way, take it by another way, by different way. The way Salaf or the old Salaf believe it. They take it by different way. Like hand, and salam alaikum. Hand, real hand, salam alaikum. But this is for sure not what the Salaf or the Salaf means. I figured out this, but after many years, I come up with, we will come to it. And then in this time, he asked me this question. Then he asked me another level, higher, difficult question. For example, do you believe Allah has hand right and left? He said, طيب, what do you believe about this hadith which you say both of hand of Allah yameen, like both of the hand is right? I said,
sorry. So there is a hadith. So there is a hadith which says, what is the hadith?
Hand right and left. For example, he catches the skies by his, and he has the right like that. Hadith say both of both of our hand of my Allah's Lord hand is yameen, two hands yameen like that.
And yameen means right side.
Yes, exactly. Yameen, right. Two right.
Okay. And so there's some hadiths around this, and he's asking you, what is your belief that Allah has two right hands? That's his question.
He was asking me this question. I will answer this, but let me tell you what is
he asked you this question.
He asked me this question. I'd answer him, I don't know. Let me learn from you, Sheikh. He tell me, because I have no answer for this Salafi answer actually. If I answer, maybe I will answer with tafweed or I will answer with asha'ria. So I quit. I said, I don't know. At this point in the Salaf, I don't know really. Let me wahabi way. يعني. He tell me, كلتا يدي ربي يمين مباركة. It comes from al-bliss. Bliss يعني Allah's hands يمين. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala right from the bliss, from the نعمة, like that. Yeah. They make ta'wil here. But
brother, you're cutting off a bit. I'm not sure if the internet is on your side or my side, but you're cutting off. You continue to cut.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so brother, we were talking about you were cutting off a little bit, and so I just stopped it for a bit, but we're back now. But we were talking about you've gone to Saudi Arabia and you're being interviewed by the sheikh for a potential position at the school teaching the Quran, and but he's asking you for whatever reason, questions on the aqeeda. And one of them that he's asked you now is, what are your thoughts on yameen, I think you said, that Allah has two right hands. So astaghfirullah, not only is he talking about the physical hand, now he's talking about having two right physical hands. And how did you respond to that question? What was the question and how did you respond?
Yes, this question actually I didn't want to respond it because I really like, if I responded I will do tafweed or something like that. I don't know how could you, one hadith, we have two hadiths now contradicted. Two hadiths they say Allah has yameen and shimal, hand right, hand left, both hand, two hands. And the other one he said both of Allah's hand are yameen, are right. So how could you, he tell me, how could you behave
Brother, is the internet connection good on your side? Sorry, brother, continue.
Yeah, I said, then we said Allah subhanahu, he said, he asked me a question. There's two hadiths are contradicted. There is hadith, they said Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has two hands, right and left. And the other, like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala catching the samawat with his left hand. And the other hadith said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kilta yaday rabbi yameen mubaraka, both of two hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are yameen, are right. How could you behave with these hadiths? I said, I don't know. I would to hear this answer from you, Sheikh. He said, okay, this is easy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has two hands, right and left, real hands. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has that's two hands is like, this is like a symbolize, or how to say, this is not real. This is like bliss. Allah, Prophet Muhammad wanted to bless Allah's hand. He said both of our hands for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are yameen, are right. But he said Allah has two hands, right and left, like directions, like this exactly. He said like directions, right and hand real. But the two hands that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Prophet Muhammad wanted to exalt Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is like exalt, resemble. Resemble is not real. Resemble, how to say, resemble as eyes or whatever.
Yeah, symbolic.
So,
yeah.
Symbolic, yeah, exactly. It's not real, yeah, like that. But like that. I said, okay. In my mind, I said, I believe that there is no many Salafist sheikhs, they are weak in aqeeda. You understand what I mean? I believe that 100% because I am, as a come from background of many, multi background. I know that I know Salafi, I know sheikhs, asha'ria, I know stuff like that, and I know that 100% the asha'ri is more understanding sifat of Allah, or the descriptions of Allah, more than those people. I would believe that's 100%, and this is like, I know that, and I wanted to challenge him. It comes up to my mind. I will challenge him. I will give him questions like what is example give me from 100 years ago, like 10 years ago, you give me this sets of questions. These people can't answer this question, I'm sure of this. I started to answer, to tell him, Tab Sheikh, isn't Allah in the sky? He said, yes, Allah in the sky. What's the problem? I said, okay, very good. Where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was before he created the skies.
Brother, did you start to question it, or this was just in your mind? You want to
question? No. I started to questioning him.
Right. Okay, beautiful. Okay, yes. So he says, Sheikh, isn't Allah in the skies according as they believe?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
I started to questioning him.
Yes, okay.
Sheikh, do you believe? I tried to show him that I know better than you in aqeeda of Salafi. He said, okay. I told him, Tab Sheikh, I wanted to ask you. He said, okay. I told him, Allah is in the sky, isn't it? He said, yes, sure. I said, very good. Where Allah was before he created the skies.
Exactly. Yep.
He said, I think we shouldn't ask such questions. Astaghfirullah. I told him, really? The Sahaba asked the Prophet Muhammad same question. He said, really? Where? I said, in Al-Hakim, on the different questions. So he said, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala been before he created the skies and the earth? This is the text of the hadith. He said,
SubhanAllah, this is a question that's in hadith.
This is a question. Exactly.
You'll have to give me the reference of this one, brother.
I give him. Yeah, I will give him. He said, Allah was as was before he created the skies and the earth.
SubhanAllah.
He was where he was. Like that.
Exactly. Yep,
he was where he was.
SubhanAllah.
That's it.
Yep.
He said, huh? I said, also there is another hadith said, Allah was in Ama.
Where?
Allah is like in I don't know how to say it in English. In Ama, like in the nothing.
Right.
We call it in Hawa, or can say this
in the Hawa. Okay.
In clouds. In the clouds. Can say in clouds.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Something like that. In Ama. ما فوق هواء وما تحت هواء. This has had different explanations. They said, is what above him is air, under him is air, or no air. That this is two explanation of Ahlus Sunnah. Above of him no air, under him no air. This is what the explanation. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was in the clouds or in the nothing, or before above him air, under him air, or nothing. No air, no air. I gave him these two answers. He said, oh, good. I told him, let me ask you other question. Does Allah have place? Does Allah has place? I said, huh? He tried to answer. I told him, don't rush. If you said Allah has place, then you are kafir, because Allah has no place.
You told him
place. I told him a place is created, and then if you said Allah has place, that you put Allah, the creator, in the created. Like then you are like Christian, which is he said the womb of the created contained the creator, like Maryam and Allah, Maryam and Jesus and stuff. And if you said Allah has no place, I will tell you then how you say Allah above, in the skies. He said, I learned from you. Give me the answer. I said, Allah has no place. He was where he was before he created the places, and Allah has no place. And Allah shouldn't be in place, because this is disrespecting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be in place.
Yes.
He stand up. I thought him get angry. He stand up and told me, but he didn't get angry. He exalted me and told me, look, Ahmed, you passed with me the interview 100%. You are perfect and you have knowledge, mashallah alaik, and I respect you so much. And you passed with me the interview. You just will make an interview with my manager about money and stuff like that, and then you already, inshallah, are invited and stuff. And I went and then made the interview with the manager and stuff, and I already worked there, and I worked there like 5 months.
But brother, this is quite amazing. I'll say that because you've been interviewed by this big sheikh in Saudi Arabia. You have challenged him on his aqeeda, on his core belief. Exactly. And you have shown him that what he believes is incorrect and Allah has no place.
Exactly.
Yet he's a Salafi. Is he saying that he's not a Salafi now? Is he changing his belief?
No. He thought that I am Salafi. And I know the Salafism more than him. He thought this.
But your belief that you told him that Allah has no place is not the Salafi belief.
Let me add something here. I can say, actually, what I said shouldn't be contradicted with the Salafi or Wahabi way.
Right.
But I can say the Salafi way there is nothing is named as already Salafi way. They are adding things or putting anything together, trying to twisting the knowledge.
Right.
And trying to show up like they have something, but they had nothing. You understand what I mean? So the Salafi, they waiting for surprising. They waiting for surprises. what the surprise is when they get it, they say, oh, yeah, okay, we believe it. It is in Sunnah, yeah, we believe it. But they don't know it. Their sheikhs didn't comment about it.
Right,
Many things,
right.
yeah, exactly like that. I will come to topics, 100 of topics. They don't open it even. They don't know. When they get in question about it, they surprise. And they get answers, or you put answers, contradict all of them. Like when they talk about subhanahu wa ta'ala, they speak about subhanahu wa ta'ala clothes. They say Allah has clothes. They say Allah has a lizard. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has shadow. Things like that. I just make fun of them in my channel actually. I don't add anything from me. I put their words, I put their interviews, and their questions. They getting this question, they surprise. And they answer back, contradict. That means they comes from nowhere.
Yeah.
From nothing.
Beautiful.